All right. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing on this amazing day? We're going to be sharing some information with you that has been truly life changing. I can tell you that although I was one of the people who needed this information the most about 6 years ago, where literally I ended up with a $50,000 tax lien on my credit report and did not know what to do. What I'm about to share with you, not only did it change the whole game with me understanding more about how important credit and personal finances is, it also helped me to understand how many other people need exactly what we have. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nicola Smith Jackson, and I am a Pinnacle Senior Vice President with United Credit Education Services. That means absolutely nothing to you right now, and it did not mean anything to me about 6 years ago. But I want to share with you something that's extremely powerful. You know, United Credit Education Services is an opportunity for every American who want to increase their credit score or want to better their finances to do just so. Because right now in America, you have scores that range from 300 to 850, and you have to be able to say, where do you fall in that range? Because 1 in 4 Americans have credit scores below 600. You got 68 million people that have a FICO score of less than 750, according to Fox Business, as well as nearly half of Americans don't know what their credit score is. And you got 58% of people who have no will or trust documents in place, as well as the FTC, that's the Federal Trade Commission, estimates that around 9 million Americans have their identity stolen every year. Now, this can turn your finances upside down. So I want to ask you a question. How many people do you know that have less than perfect credit or have a lot of debt? They don't know how to pay it off. They don't have their personal finances in order, or they just want to understand how to make and keep a budget. I am going to tell you that these are things that most people don't have in place. I do not want you to feel any sort of way of embarrassment or shame if some of these things apply to you. And it has nothing to do with your degrees or how much money you've earned or how much money you're earning currently. In America, many people just need help with their financial literacy. I want to welcome you to United Credit Education Services, where what they did, this is a nonprofit organization that created a protection plan. This is things that all Americans need, but many of them either don't know where to go, where they can trust the information or the services, as well as it may be just too expensive anywhere else. So for over 15 years, United Credit Education Services has been working with consumers in America to help them get back on track. And this service has successfully worked for consumers to remove negative items from their credit report, including things that are inaccurate, any errors, any obsolete information. And well, it just helped family meet their financial goals. You know, I can tell you right now, when you start looking at what's included in the protection plan, you will probably soon see that there are some holes in your financial goals. And when you start thinking about budgeting, credit restoration, our credit builder, credit attorney, credit monitoring, how to pay off debt with our debt payoff system, our financial lockbox, how to protect your identity with identity monitoring, as well as your net worth, this is super, super powerful. That net worth calculator and savings goals and the will and trust, as well as a family mint to get the whole family involved in getting the finances in order, right? Because I have children, I don't know if you do, but kids just don't understand. And when we were kids, we just didn't understand. And now that we're adults, many of us still don't understand. So I want to help you with that on today. When we start talking about this protection plan membership, that has credit restoration as one of the core products and services for you. Our 501c3, our nonprofit organization, is going to help you communicate with the credit bureaus to remove these negative items from your credit report, and they will help you to restore your score and maximize financial opportunities. Are you aware that when you don't have a 740 or less, you're paying way too much for many things? Not when you're just going to try to buy something, but we're talking about even your insurance premiums, even for your car or your home. You're paying more when you have less than perfect credit. When you start talking about if you even want to go and get a rental car and you don't have a credit card, or even if you do have a credit card with less than perfect credit, you're paying way more for that rental car than many other people. When you're talking about even when you want to do vacations or whatever it is that you want to do without perfect credit, your life is not moving for the better, because 75% of our economy is ran on credit. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. Yes, cash is king until you're trying to do something like trying to get an apartment, or you're trying to get a better job, or you're trying to get lower insurance premiums, or even if you're trying to buy a home. We know that credit does matter in America. So when you start thinking about, not wanting to put the security deposits on utilities, you want to get approved for loans. Many people are getting rejections. This is something that's happening in secret that we're discussing only with our spouses, or discussing only with our loved ones, our very close loved ones, right? And so when you're able to not even get a cell phone, or you're having to pay much more, put down deposits for cell phones as well, it's just inconvenient when you don't have perfect credit. So you might want to say, well, what is perfect credit? Again, a 740 or higher is where you want to be. And so when you begin to think about where are you, if you don't know what your credit score is, typically that means that you're either not using your credit, or you have some inaccuracies, or you have some things on your credit that's preventing you from getting what you want, so you're not paying attention to it. So what I want you to know is when you become a protection plan member, you are going to have a portal where you're able to now see what's happening on your credit at all times. You never want to be the last person to know what your credit score is, because if you go in to purchase a vehicle, or you go in to make purchases, now they can play every type of game on you because you're not an educated consumer. So when you get enrolled with the protection plan membership, we're going to pull your credit. Now we're going to create the documents for you with the proper legal language so that you can send them off to the credit agencies. No need for you to do anything but sign and send. And then now within 30 to 45 days, you're going to start seeing some improvement in your credit report. And then now you're going to be looking at 90 days from now, if you get started on today, that you will now begin to see significant improvement. And then if you don't, what we want to also do is help you with the other products and services that we'll talk about. And then as you continue to follow exactly what we tell you to do, the system has helped for hundreds of thousands of people already. The system has helped remove over millions of negative items from people's credit reports already. You can be one of the ones well on your way to the 700 Club. So let's talk about educating you on how this really works, because there's some people who might say, well, you know what? If you remove just the negative items from my credit report, I'm automatically going to perfect credit. Well, I want you to know that there are 5 factors that determine how your credit score is calculated. And so when you start thinking about 10%, which is the type of credit that you use, that's like installment loans versus the revolving loans. You don't want to be maxing out these things. Installment loans would be like your car loans or house payments. Revolving loans, revolving accounts would be similar like to the credit cards or lines of credit and things like that, meaning that when you spend what's available, it comes back available to you. The installment loans don't. So 10% of your calculation are those types of accounts. Your payment history, this is the biggest one. This is on-time payments versus delinquencies, your 30, 60, 90-day late, your foreclosures, your evictions, maybe your public records. Those can be student loans. Those can be, child support, whatever those things are, that all goes into 35% of your credit score. Also, the capacity or your amount owed. Now, we talked about revolving credit, and what you want to look at is what are the credit limits that's available to you and the percentage that you're using of the available credit. When you start going over 30% of the available credit, now you are getting negative marks on your credit report. And so the best thing for you to do is stay within 30% or lower, but if you want to do even better, stay under 10%. This way you can use most of the 30% allowed with the algorithm to increase your credit score. And so most people are saying, I'm unable to do that. I'm in over my head with that. This is the reason why the other parts of our protection plan membership will help you. The length of credit that you have, how long have you been paying on time with your credit, or even how long have you not been paying on time? Don't get rid of credit history, no matter how bad it is. It's better for you to keep accounts in good standing, but we want to be able to see where you are. You can't be 55 and it shows that you have no history of credit. People want to know, where have you been? That's the creditors, that is, as well as new credit, the number of inquiries. You know, some people now, when we go and increase your credit and get you up to perfect credit, now you want to go bananas and have everyone pull your credit again. This is not what you want to do. What you want to do is shop. You know, like how we shop for other things. We are looking for people who are going to appreciate our business by giving us the lowest interest rates, as well as maybe additional rewards and things like that. So what you want to do is minimize unnecessary increase and only have people pull your credit when you're ready to do business. So you should know these things about credit, and I want you to know most people don't. I didn't before I learned about United Credit Education Services. And so one of the things is that because we're reporting to credit agencies, we call them bureaus, they're not government entities. They're private companies, and what they use is the customer financial data, and their biggest clients are our creditors. So they do not work for you. What you want to know is that each credit reporting agency operates independently. You have the three major bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Although there are other credit agencies, these are the three main big boys. They are competitors. They do not work together. This is the reason why they have the option to report to one or two or three of the agencies, but they're not obligated to share positive credit. So you might even be paying some things on time, but you don't see it on your credit report, where it's not allowing you to benefit from that. And we do know that there are a lot of other recurring bills that we do pay, like utilities and things like that, sometimes rent, the biggest bill, that do not report on our credit report unless you have some of our services. As well as, this is another thing that I want you to know. It does not matter how bad your situation is. You do and will always have the right to dispute any item on your credit report, because at the end of the day, they must follow a due process of law of the Fair Credit Reporting Act to put items on your credit report. And this is one of the loopholes that we're able to use to advocate on your behalf to increase your credit. So this Fair Credit Reporting Act is going to give the right to every American, including you, no matter how long it's been since you've looked at your credit or since you've had great credit, to remove these negative items that's stopping you from living life freely, right? We're all good until people start saying, what's your credit score? We want that to not be an issue anymore. So we want to remove these items like late payments and charge-offs, to foreclosures, to bankruptcies, tax liens, collections, medical bills, short sales. It does not matter what it is. And then we're going to give you the opportunity to monitor your progress 24/7 with the United Credit Education Services app that you can download to your smartphone, have access to all of these amazing services right at your fingertips, right? And then we also have some programs that, while you're now thinking about restoring your credit and getting some money back in your bank account, now you're able to use our Shop for Less and get cash back from 250 retailers out there. This is powerful. We're all about saving you money and putting money back into your pocket. And so you're able to get started with the protection plan at just $188 to get started. This includes your first month subscription as well as your activation fee. And after that, you will now pay $89 a month for your subscription fee to get all 13 of our services and be able to get this. You have the opportunity to get free services even as a customer for us. So what you want to know is this: for a nominal under $3 a day, you can now get back in the game with your credit, begin to budget, because people who budget tend to they least likely to miss payments. You're able to now reduce some debt, free up some cash, and be able to walk into banks, be able to have conversations with your real estate pros, be able to have confidence when you're going to apply for jobs, changing zip codes, changing school zones. All of this is happening once you make the power move and get started on the protection plan membership. What you're going to do is get with the person who invited you and get the questions answered that you have. I can tell you, as I've already shared with you, there's nothing on your credit report that is unremovable unless you don't get started. Now, I want you to know that this is a company that's partnered with the United Credit Education Services that's doing big things in our community. The protection plan membership, your subscription at $89 a month, $2 of that from every protection plan member supports educational programs and scholarships. Now, every single year we give away scholarships to seniors or freshmen in college. We gave away over $400,000 to seniors and freshmen in college. Plus, we go into schools and educate children from ages 8 to 18, so 5th and 9th grade, on personal finance. So let me tell you something. There are people who've done some amazing things, took some steps forward, like Dana Simfalk out of New Jersey, who enrolled in a protection plan membership after her mom passed away due to an undetected illness. She was the oldest daughter, and she had the responsibility of taking care of what her mom used to take care of. So her credit score was extremely impacted. Now, she partnered with United Credit Education Services. She enrolled in a protection plan in December of 2016. And in 4 months, her score increased 45 points. Now she's back over 200 points, and she's been able to leverage her credit again. And she's been able to not only purchase home, help to put her family back into a better situation. Does that sound like something you want to do? Well, Dana took a step forward, and so did Marlon Hester out of Chicago, Illinois. He was with another company that promised to increase his credit score. He only ended up increasing his debt. He took advantage of the protection plan. His score increased 269 points in the first 4 months. So we told you, once you get started, you can look at having some increase in your credit in the first 45 to 90 days. Everyone is different because your credit score is like your DNA. You can have the same score, but for different reasons. Trust the process, like Sabrina Liu did out of Tacoma, Washington. She struggled with her credit report, and she was scrolling through Instagram and came across a post, credit restoration for a low monthly cost. She had nothing to lose. She started in November 2016. In less than 30 days, she got several accounts removed from her credit report, and it increased 106 points. Also, Toy Jones out of Atlanta, Georgia. She was in corporate America for 8 years, and she was let go from her job. She was going from paycheck to paycheck. She had no money saved. In 22 days, she got a bankruptcy and judgment deleted, and the rest is history. Now she's a single mom of 2, living life on her own terms with a brand new home for her and her children. We have countless of other testimonies. We are currently doing a campaign for 20K in 2020. We want to help 20,000 individuals increase their credit, reduce their debt so they can stop going from paycheck to paycheck. But they must be willing to do their part, and that's become a customer. At $188, very nominal investment, you want to ask the agent to get you started. Say, send me the link. If you still have questions, get with the agent who invited you. And so what you want to know is that you, as a customer, you can refer people to your agent. And you can now, after 5 referrals, and when they activate their services, not only after you invest in yourself, you can now wipe out your subscription fee of $89 a month, and you get the opportunity to refer up to 10 people in your portal. So once you enroll, go to the customer referral portal, start referring your friends, your family, your coworkers to the agent who invited you, and get started on our services. This ends our protection plan services, and I want you to know I have something exciting for you in the very near future, like right now. There's an opportunity. We know that you have the opportunity to share our services and get your services for free. But there is an opportunity for those who may want to maybe just make a little extra money, who may want to have some flexible hours where they might want to make more money, but they don't want to leave their children, or they may want to continue with their responsibilities they have in their community. And this is an opportunity with our partner Financial Education Services. I can tell you 6 years ago when I learned about this, I just needed the services. And what was told to me is, do you have 5 friends with less than perfect credit? Well, I said, I don't talk to people about things like that. But when they told me, just ask them, who do you know? I didn't realize that there were so many people around me who were in bad shape when it came to their credit. And so I just simply asked them, who do they know? Sent a video to them. If it was for them, it was for them. If it wasn't, it wasn't. But those who enrolled, I was able to earn some significant income after some months. Now, you might want to be asking yourself, well, what is FES, Financial Education Services? And if you're a person that likes to help people and you're saying, you know what, I feel the pain of needing my financial situation improved, and then you might want to start a side business or even earn a significant income, this is a great company to partner with. They were founded in 2004, 17 years strong, headquarters in Farmington Hills, Michigan, and they have continued to grow annually. This company is debt-free, and they have the same key executives since the company got started. Now, you can actually partner with FES and become a referral agent, and they're going to give you your own personalized website, a tracking system that you can now track all of your sales. You get agent and customer support, over 60 people answering the phone, answering questions for all of your customers or new business partners. You get access to professional marketing materials. We get paid every Thursday for those who qualify. How do you qualify? Like any other business, you have to do some business, right? You also qualify for life insurance once you have your 5 people in place. We'll let you know about that, as well as powerful tax advantages and the opportunity to help others. Now, if you are a protection plan member, you can upgrade your membership to $288. It's a one-time enrollment fee. Now, you want to know that these are 2 separate entities that are working together. You'll also get the entire protection plan membership that FES has to offer. They have 2 of them. United Credit Education Services, you can do that if you want to increase your finances. And then we have a lifestyle protection plan membership as well. They're both up to $89 a month for your subscription. And when you get 5, you also get free services. Financial Education Services gives you the opportunity to offer other things that complement our protection plan, like Credit My Rent. This is where, if you have any clients that are renting, they get to use their rental payments as a trade line, a positive trade line on their credit report. So we'll report to 2 bureaus on behalf of the clients with Credit My Rent. You also can add another organic trade line, not buying someone else's trade line that can compromise your credit, with the First Progress MasterCard. It's a secured card where instead of you swiping your debit card, you get to use a credit card in the same way, backed by your own money, that now will report to your credit report. Now, these are ways to boost your score. And then Smart Credit, where you can manage your online accounts and be able to get credit monitoring, which if you are in the UCES Protection Plan membership, this comes with it, along with the MyCare plan, which is a will and trust package for you and your family, so that you're positioned in case if there is an emergency or in case you can't speak for yourself. And so let's talk about how you can earn with Financial Education Services. The first thing you want to do is our very simple system. Anyone who's coachable and trainable can do this system, and we call it Strive for 5. You're just going to get 5 protection plan members. Your services are free. You now qualify even for the lower end of our insurance, as well as you begin to get promotions. When you do this, you're well on your way for every protection plan member that you enroll to earn $100 direct commission. They enroll at $188, you earn $100 plus $12 residual for each customer payment that they do monthly. Now, mind you, you get to make your customers, put your customers to work for you if they want to refer their friends and family as well. This will help you grow faster. We also have our customer acquisition bonus, where you can earn from $100 to $560 based on your title in the company. You and your team collectively are working together, and when you meet these requirements, you now can enroll an agent, and when that agent enrolls 2 protection plan memberships, now you can qualify from $100 to $560. And the agent gets $100 per person that they enrolled. Okay, this continues up to $560 up to the highest title with our company. We also have a monthly infinity bonus. On your paid as title, you can earn from 0.5% up to 3% as you grow in our business. So when you start thinking about at a sales director at $10,000, this is an additional $50 on top of your other earnings. But when you start getting, like, say, to vice president, this is where typically people move into our 6-figure club. At vice president, that's an extra $1,500 every single month. When you start going into even senior vice presidents, or you're talking about senior regional vice presidents, you're talking about $62K a month. We have 2 millennials who are at this position. So if we have that, that means we have tons of other people from senior regional vice president back to sales director. And then we also have a senior executive vice president and Pinnacle senior vice president, which I am honored to be a Pinnacle senior vice president with the company. And all I can tell you is that we cannot do this without helping other people achieve their goals. And so if you want to help people, there are also some additional bonuses for you to build towards your rest, relaxation, and retirement. This is called our R&R Club. I love it. Anytime we come from our national convention and see people who are now driving an Audi, a Cadillac, or a Mercedes-Benz paid for by the company, where they're at level 1, they get $600 toward any one of those vehicles as long as it's black, white, or silver. At level 2, they get a one-time $10,000 cash bonus. We had people use that as down payments on properties and things like that. And then at level 3, they upgrade their vehicle to $1,500 car allowance. And so you can get 2 vehicles when you increase your credit, or, upgrade a vehicle that you love. It must stay within the Mercedes-Benz, the Audi, or Cadillac. Then at level 4, you get one-time $25,000 cash bonus. What could you do with that, right? What kind of debt could you pay off, or what kind of vacation you want to take, or whatever it is that you want to do with your family. And then at level 5, you get a cash bonus of $50,000 and you upgrade your vehicle to the Bentley, or you can keep one of the other vehicles. I am at that level along as with another powerhouse gentleman who's a millennial. I mean, when you start thinking about level 6 as well, where you get $5,000 a month towards your monthly mortgage. This is where now the company is paying your mortgage. And if your mortgage is not $5,000 a month, they put the rest on the principal to pay the property off. And then levels 7 through 10s are monthly retirement bonuses. I can tell you this, being a part of our company has been just an amazing honor. I'm a Pinnacle Senior Vice President. I've been talking with you here for a moment, and all we're doing is spreading the mission. Right now, this year alone, we are searching for 20,000 people to help, because my family life has been changed tremendously. And with the tenacity and hard work of our entire team and our co-founders, who are amazing, and the entire corporate team, we work together as a committed team to go out and help plenty of people, right? This is our gentleman, Alfred Nixon. He is a millennial, 27 years old, where he now literally has offered this opportunity of the products and services to some of his closest family members. They now have their buying power back, and he is now living an amazing life with his beautiful wife and new baby. We've seen him grow tremendously, and he's changing lives every day. Just to think he went from sleeping on his mom's couch less than 5 years ago to now being a major influencer. We have Ashton Henry out of Pembroke Pines, Florida, who was an immigrant, who was trying to get his finances in order. He came from Great Anna many years ago, like you say, with just a little bit of money. And so he began to use the services here at FES. He became an agent, and now he helps people all over the nation who are struggling. And so what you want to talk about is this gentleman can transform his life, and now he's traveling and spending time with his family everywhere. You got Sabrina Lou, who was 26-year-old, struggling, working for a bankruptcy attorney, couldn't even afford to get started. She first began to say, let me use these services, and now she's financially secure. She's a homeowner. She's helping so many people. As a matter of fact, as a result of Sabrina Lou's yes, over 100 people in her team and customers have become homeowners. We have Bobby Kim out of Wesley Chapel, Florida. He was in sales for like 20 years. He was the #1 sales rep for 9 of the 10 years he was with the company. He was doing well, but he had no time for his family. So some people, it's not about needing the money, they want time freedom. He saw the value, he partnered up with FES, and now he was able to ditch that 70-hour sales job for an amazing life with us as a family member. And look at Tony Camilleri. You know, he wasn't looking for a business opportunity. He was a successful entrepreneur. He has restaurants, he has a real estate brokerage, and now he has more time freedom. He loves traveling the country, having an amazing time. Waking up every day is great for him. So you might want to say, well, how are all these people becoming successful? Well, with training and support. And are we looking for you to have some casual conversations with some people, whether you want to talk to individuals or business owners? And we can show you how to use social media marketing to advance your business, how to expose the protection plan memberships, also how to understand the compensation plan, and how to build long-term residual income. You know, residual income, Albert Einstein said, it's like the compound interest, right? With compounding. It's the 8th wonder of the world. If you're only earning income transactionally, all you have to do is get ill. All you have to do is stay out of work, and then now it affects your life. But what we want to do is to train you up, help you with the personal development, the growth, the family environment, the community of people that really want to see you win with the right mindset and attitude. So we have our systems in place, the customer and agent support in place, events in place, as well as qualified agent trips that you can do. Again, all you need to do is invest $288. And when you start talking about beginning an opportunity that's under $500, that can now become a powerful residual income for you, as well as an opportunity for you to rub shoulders with the best of the best in the nation of people who really want to help people win. You want to get with the agent who invited you and tell them, send me the link. I'm ready to get started. Don't expect to know everything up front. I didn't, but what I did know was that I wanted to help people. What I did know is that I needed more time with my kids. And so here it is that we do primarily all of our work from the home and phone, and we're maximizing technology, but we love to get together. So it's tons of support here for you. Tons of people who are doing amazing things, who are just average, everyday people. And you want to get with that agent who invited you, and we want to welcome you to our FES family.